Hey, what's up, everybody? You might notice on the top of the screen, you might notice that there's a question up there. And it says, Sonic comic book, Archie's Sonic to Marvel or DC? Now, the reason I asked this is because there's somebody over at the Sega Forums that was asking this question. In fact, they put a poll up, a poll, if you will, a voting poll, asking who would you rather prefer, Marvel or DC? Should, as I mentioned in a video earlier, Archie Comics fold because of this lawsuit that's going on between the current CEO and the CEO and the widow of one of the late founders of Archie Comics. Who would you prefer? And you know, as I looked at this question, I thought it was very intriguing. I thought it was very intriguing for one reason. The reason I thought it was very intriguing is due to the fact that this question has never really been brought up that much. I mean, I know a lot of people would like a different comic book company to pick it up and do something different with it. I've heard this. But, ever since this whole lawsuit news came out, it's like people want an answer. It's like, who would you rather prefer? Would you rather prefer Archie Comics to try to hold on to whatever they're going to have left, if they hold on at all, which I believe they will? Or do you want somebody else to start throwing the names in the hat for possible new homes for things like Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic Universe, the Crusaders, and so on and so forth? Basically, who would you rather hope for? Now, I know a lot of you watching this would definitely agree with what I said in the other video, that there's no way Archie Comics will fold. Now, that's probably true, and I agree with you on that. But the thing is, there's a lot of people that subscribe that like Archie Comics. And either they like it for the Sonic comics, or whether they like it for, let's say, Mega Man, or whether they like it for the traditional Archie-related comics, like Archie itself, or Betty and Veronica, or Jughead, or Sabrina. The thing is they, whether they like it for those comics or not, the question is, who would you rather prefer? Now, some people responded by saying they would like Marvel. Some have responded saying they like DC. Some have said they want Marvel because Marvel does some good, actually releases when the time is right, releases some very decent live action, if not animated, feature films based on the comics or the comics they help publish. Now, an argument could be made that DC does that just as well, and they do that more often, which is true. They actually do it more often. So, who would you rather prefer? That is the question. Well, DC Comics does know how to do lighthearted stuff. That is the one thing that I forgot to mention, or I did mention a little bit. I did mention in the other video that Game Boy Sage and a few others are not happy about the fact that the comics of Sonic, the Sonic comics by Archie, are becoming more dark and everything, are not the way they used to be. But the question is, who would you rather prefer? Well, to me, I really wouldn't matter either way. I mean, just for the fact that you could get signed, just for the fact that you could, just the idea that your comic book that's based on your franchise would get signed under contract to two of the mega comic book companies, to one of the mega comic book companies in the world, two of the worldwide leaders, two of the comic book companies who are known worldwide. Just the fact that you get your comic book signed under their contract, under their name, just to have it released. It's like, that would be like a huge breakthrough for Sega and the relation that they have. That would be a huge breakthrough. Because think about it. Think about it. It's like, you work at a fast food place and your dream is to go and work for a bigger corporation, right? Look at me. when I first started working, my main goal was to eventually someday work for Walmart. Well, I started in 2001 with Burger King. I went from there to Hastings in 2004, Hastings Books and Entertainment. Then from there, went to Home Depot, had some time off. Went from there to Food for Less, and then eventually straight to Walmart, about a year or so later. So when you think about it, that's the main goal, to get signed into a major company. But the thing is, will they get signed? Who would you rather prefer? Just the fact that you get signed either way with either company is saying something. It's a big, big deal. But there's also other names that have been thrown out, like IDW Comics, that do the Transformers and G.I. Joe. That's a good sign, because they've done similar things with former Archie titles, or titles associated with Archie, like Ninja Turtles and so on. But but the question is, who would you rather prefer? Me? I wouldn't mind it either way, as long as, there's a possibility that, hey, if you have a crossover, dimensional crossover, that would be something. Imagine Sonic meeting Superman, or Sonic meeting Spider-Man, or the Freedom Fighters meeting the Justice League, or the Freedom Fighters meeting the Avengers, or the X-Men. That would be something huge. That would be something fans have been waiting for years. But the question is, will it happen? We already know. We already know that, I can't think of the name right now, but we already know that one company, Image Comics, crossed over with Archie a long time ago and did a super special on it, a Sonic super special. But the question is, will it happen again if what people are fearing could happen to Archie Comics, and as a result have something like Sonic picked up? Could it happen? Who would you rather prefer? That is a question. And if you want to do a video response, go ahead, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Who would you rather prefer, DC or Marvel, if Archie Comics goes to fold due to this new lawsuit? Let me know down below. Comment if you like. Do a video response, whatever. Who do you think would do a better justice with Sonic? Who do you think would keep it traditional to what it was in Archie Comics before this whole situation? Like close to what Sat AM was, or close to that mixture that we had with Sonic and Sally and Bunny and Antoine and Amy and all them all focused in on as a team. Who would you rather choose? Who do you feel has a better chance of giving them the right treatment? All the characters that I've just mentioned, including more so. Let me know down below. Comment if you like, and I will talk to you all later. My tape's running out of tape, if you will. But let me know, who do you think would do better justice? Do you think it would be DC or Marvel? Who do you think it would be? Do you think IDW has a shot? Who do you think? Because that's a question they put at the Sega Forums, and I thought I'd ask you guys here at YouTube. Who do you think would give Sonic, Sally, Bunny, Antoine, Knuckles, Amy, Rotor, Nicole, Eggman? Who do you think would give them better treatment? Give them the fair justice? Give the fans on both sides